Okay, this is gonna sound kind of strange, but I have a W220 and I had the traction control line on with the ESP with the BS light, which is aka bass light, and I noticed that my odometer, when I go into the malfunctions, I can't even use any of the buttons to actually change anything. Like I can't go to my radio station that I'm at now. I couldn't go to the telephone connection or nav off. I couldn't go after start and like pre-start. I'm then going to the settings where it says, as you can see right there, settings can be set as stand still. And the mileage is the only thing I could see previously before. The only way I could change it is when the vehicle was in key position 2 and I was allowed to change it then. But once the vehicle was running, I couldn't actually run through any of these programs, any of these settings, any of these presets, which I thought was really strange. And like I said, I mentioned that my traction control button wasn't doing anything, and now it's actually working. See, it is off, traction control is currently off, now it's back on. So I went ahead and I replaced the Yaris sensor previously, a couple months ago, and I kept doing the same problem until just a few minutes ago, which is really weird. Now, I don't really understand what I just did and what made it do that, but basically I left the vehicle off and I put the key position, I think the 2, as far as I know, it might have been 3, just before startup anyways. So I went ahead and I pre-programmed it to the settings I wanted to go to. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna leave it with the presets on so you can see like the radio and change the settings. So I went ahead and I started up the vehicle. When I started up the vehicle, it actually was able to disable what was ever disabling the ESP in the first place, and now I can turn the ESP on and off. So I guess there was some type of electrical short, I'm not too sure. Another thing too, in the right hand corner over here, I had an ABS light on. I just recently replaced the ABS sensor in the rear right wheel. The light did not go out at all, and after doing this, the light went out, and now I'm able to use all these functions that I weren't able to use before. So I don't really know what's going on, but either way, it was something to do with this odometer that was stopping the ESP from working, also stopping me from, I don't know, I guess whatever, I don't know what it did there, but right over here it did have the ABS light on. Like I said, I did replace that sensor, but I have no idea why that shut off as soon as I decided to fuck with this. It's very strange. Then once I fuck with this, then this button began to work again, which is this one right here, the ESP. So it's a little weird, and now I'm really confused. I've never seen any of these cars do this, but then again, I have only been on a couple of these, and this is the only one that I actually own, but still, I've never seen that happen before. I did have a couple of facelift model E-classes, which pretty much have the same malfunctions that you can run through the screen and mess with everything, and you can mess with it when you're driving. And that's why I was wondering, why couldn't I change any of these settings when I was driving when I could do it with my previous E-classes? So I knew it was fucked up, I just didn't know what was wrong with it. And I'm assuming there's still some type of short, because when I shut off the vehicle, I'm sure maybe that ABS light will probably come back on, and that ESP light may not be able to be disabled and turned back on. You know, like I'm doing right now currently, as you can see that I'm hitting the button, and it's working no problem. So that's on, and bam, that's off. So it's kind of weird because I recently just replaced that Yaris sensor with a different one because it was bad and the connections were corroded. So I had to clean it with some brass soap cleaner, and that was able to fix it. And this is my first YouTube video, so it's kind of weird talking to people. So if I'm not explaining anything properly, don't try to aggravate me for fucking doing this shit, but you know, I thought this was weird. So if you guys know anything about this, please comment below, let me know. It's a little strange, I've never seen this before. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shut the vehicle up. I'm gonna leave it with the stations on the screen. I'm gonna see if it does the same thing it did before. Alright, now the vehicle is off. Let me start it up. Weird. As you can see, ESP is not, the ABS light's not on, and the ESP problem is not regulated, it's not on. Let's go ahead and put it in drive or whatever, and see what it does. Okay. We're not getting any malfunctions for this stuff, which is really strange. Okay, that was that. You can even check if you want to fuck with that shit, but alright, so apparently everything's working perfectly fine. Car's a little weird. Now we're gonna shut the vehicle off and just leave it with the mileage on and see what it does. So I'm a little scared too. Maybe we shouldn't. Because apparently this is working out really fucking well. So just always leave it with the radio thing on. That's my guess. I'm a little afraid not to leave it with the malfunction screen and shit like that. So we're just gonna leave it with the radio thing. Because I don't really know. But who knows, maybe I'll try it with the thing. I really don't want to. I'm afraid to. Alright, now over here, we got the preset saved to the mileage. It's gonna see what. Let's just try it. Fuck it. Oh jeez, look at that. Really strange. Let's see if the buttons work. Bam, radio's right there. So yeah, the ESP button is clearly still working. See? So that did not change anything. ABS lights out. Like I said, the ESP with the bass light is fucking out permanently, which is crazy. I'm really shocked right now. So now I have no malfunctions except if I put a turn signal on, let's go left and right. And I think that's because I got aftermarket turn signals in my mirrors. The bulbs are not out in the fucking car, so it's a little strange. And now we're gonna see if it lets me go back into the settings. Oddly enough, I can't actually change anything in the malfunctions once I use those turn signals. So clearly there's some type of short, because now I'm stuck. I'm literally hitting the button over here, and it's not doing any fucking thing. It's doing nothing. So there's some type of short. As you can see, I'm going up and down, up and down. There's some short. Now I'm worried, because now more than likely it's going to turn to how it was previously. But how am I supposed to drive if I can't put my turn signals? Now, where's the short coming from? I don't know. Really strange. So, but we still got that light out. I don't see anything else on. It's only saying that that's the only malfunction, so it's not a bad thing either. But let's see if we get another one. No. Okay, so I'm getting that one malfunction, which is good. It means there's nothing else on. But is that the reason why there's a short? Because this is clearly not changing. Strange. Very strange. It was just working minutes ago. Just a few seconds ago it was fucking working. Now it's not. This car's really weird. Shut the car off, try something different. Okay. No ABS light on. No traction control on. Let's see if the traction control button works. Bam, works. Traction control button works. ABS, non-existent. Okay. Car's fixed. Fucking strange. Let's wrap when we hit this stuff. Bam. Turn signals. Clearly, bam, there's a problem with it. Go to change it. Go to change these things. The only thing I'm getting to work is this right here. Clearly not getting any of these to work. And obviously this always works. Yeah, so that's different. It's really weird. Now let's shut it down again. Let's go to that position. Let's see if we can do it from key 2. Yeah, we got it working from key 2. Start the car up. All lights are out. Traction control. It's working. No shorts there. Let's see if we can change the station now. Look at that. We can change everything. It's working fine. Just when we put the turn signals on and they're dead with the malfunctions, it will not let us do anything. Now the only other thing we can try is basically we're gonna shut the car off and open the door and see if that makes any type of short and changes something. We'll do it without removing the key. Alright, I did not remove the key, so you guys can see. I'm gonna see. Okay, we got pretty much similar results. Same results. Door open. Alright, shut it off again. We're gonna open the door and we're gonna pull out the key this time. Alright, I just took out the key. I opened the door, took out the key. I'm gonna start it up and see what it does. Alright, it's still working. It's a good sign. It just will be disabled if you go ahead and you fucking put on the turn signals. For some odd reason, it'll be disabled. So when you're driving, obviously you're going to signal at one point in time. Some reason the turn signal, which is over here, is going to stop the malfunctions from being able to be checked, which is this part right here. So when you try to run through this after you put the turn signal on, you will not be able to do any fucking thing with this. It will not work at all. Why? I have no clue. Oh, look, we get the lights back on here. We found them. And the ABS light just came back on miraculously. Look at that. Spoke too soon. It was off the entire time, okay? Now it just came back on. ESP is back on with BAS. And the ABS light's back on. I've never seen before. And now we're completely disabled in the malfunctions once again. Malfunctions are not working when they clearly were working before. So this car has some type of weird short going on with it, as you guys see. And obviously now we can't disable and re-enable the traction control. Alright, we're gonna try the process now. When we go over here, we can re-enable it again. But this time we're gonna go to no malfunctions. I'm gonna end up opening the door. Clearly the vehicle's off, and it's still telling me this malfunction is going to the malfunction screen. Okay, it went to mileage just now. We'll check to see if it's working right. Some weird electrical short from this car. We're gonna start it up with the radio thing on. And we just made it go out again, which is weird. Put it in drive. Yeah. It's caused a little weird. Now I'm saving these working fine again. Question is, where's the short? Where is the short? I'm assuming it must be something to do with this turn signal. And something with this, what I've plugged it to, and apparently the short with this. I don't know if it's gonna be this or if it's gonna be back in the back seat, but there's some type of short here, or maybe not gonna be the unit for the brakes because it would came on instantly as soon as I hit them. Yeah, and it's not coming on, so it's probably very fucking weird. Never seen this before. I don't get it. But once again, as soon as I put this on, we are disabled. Completely disabled. Look at that. Can't change shit. Fucking weird. It looks like someone might have took about the odometer to do this right here a long time ago. Now, maybe they shorted something, possibly. Looks like it was taken apart for repair. I don't know. Either way. Oh look, but I can still disable the traction control. I just can't run through the fucking screen. No ABS, no traction control light on. Fucking car, extremely weird. Maybe we can try to use the phone. Phone looks pretty good. Let's see if we put it to the maybe let's go to no malfunctions. Start it up. Sick exciting this car. No malfunctions. Yeah. Side control on, off. No ABS light. Button clearly works. So, some type of short. I guess that concludes this video. I'll leave it on this. And try to look this up, figure it out. I doubt that I will. Strange. And that's a problem because now I have to fuck with this just so I can get a sticker. It's a little weird. Alright, bye.